Howdy! How y'all doing today? I'm going to show you how to make a granny square today. Some of you have expressed interest in learning how to do a granny square. Now there are all kinds of granny squares. Granny squares you can put together to make a blanket out of, or you can actually just keep going around and make a big old square out of it to use as a lap throw or table throw or whatever you want to make out of it. But there's a basic pattern to a granny square. Once you know how to do the basic pattern, then you can branch out into all the other stitches that go along with it. So we're going to start with a basic granny square. And remember how I showed you to wrap the thread around your finger, and then you're going to take this back part back here where my thumb is, you're going to wrap that around and then push it through the loop and pull the tail to make your little loop that you put on your needle. There's 3 stitches in the basic granny square: the chain stitch, the slip stitch, and the double stitch, or the double crochet, however you want to word that. Now we got the loop on. We're going to make 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now those are chain stitches. You got 6 chain stitches. You're going to wrap this around in a circle, and you're going to put your needle through the very first chain you put on. So now you're going to have 2 stitches on your needle. You wrap the yarn around. I don't need the tail here. Tail getting in the way. You wrap the yarn from your ball of yarn around the needle and pull it through those 2 loops on there, and that's called a slip stitch. So now you got a circle. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That is going to be considered the first double crochet of your first group here. We're going to do 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. And if you need a reminder on how to do these stitches, you can go back in the other videos and see how to do them. Alright, so now you have a group of 3 triple crochets on that ring. Oops, there we go. 3 triple crochets on the ring. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do another group of 3 double crochets in the ring. 3 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do 3 more chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. 3 more of the double crochets in the ring. And you might have to push your stitches up a little closer there that you've already done, but you want to get in this ring portion of it. You're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do 3 more chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now you can count here. You got 1 group of 3, 2 groups of 3, 3 groups of 3. We need 4 groups of 3 double crochets. So here's the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 3 more chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. Alright, You had 3 chain stitches, and when you started this out, that was your first of your 3 double crochets that you put in the beginning. So you're going to take your needle with the stitch on it here, and you're going to put it through your 3rd chain stitch. 1, 2, 3. Here's your 3rd chain stitch. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through for a slip stitch. Now I'm going to lay this down and show you what we got. This is the middle of our granny square. Your chain 3s are your corners. So what we're going to do here, we're going to start a corner for our 2nd row of our granny square. And to do that, you need 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3 chains. And then you're going to do 2 double crochets right in this section that you just did of your 3 chains to finish out that row. This is a corner right here. 3 chains right in there. Now this is going to start this corner up here. Alright, 3 double crochets, and you had your chain 3 for your first double crochet. We did it 1 double crochet. Here's another double crochet. This makes the 3 to start that corner. Now, let me lay it down here. I'm going to show you something. You're going to need a bridge between this corner and that corner. Your bridge stitches are 1 chain stitch. Your corner stitches are 3 chain stitches. So when you're going from corner to corner, anything in between those 2 corners is going to be 1 chain stitch. When you're working in the corner, you're going to do 3 chain stitches, and I'll show you what I mean here. Here's 1, come on, hold still, 1 chain stitch right here. This is your bridge. And you're going to come in this corner, you're going to do 3 double crochets. You'll understand more as we get on into this, on what I'm talking about. 2, and this is the 3rd one. Now we're going to make our corner. And remember, I said corners are 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now, in that same loop that we did there of 3 chain stitches underneath, we're going to do 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now you may have to watch this video a few times to really understand what I'm talking about here. If you're new to crocheting, you may not be getting this right off the bat. But see, we started a corner here, and we moved over. We did this corner, 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, and 3 double crochets. Now we got to make a bridge between this corner and the corner that we're about to put in. That's 1 chain stitch is your bridge. 1 chain stitch. Just like that. Now we're going to do 3 double crochets right here. After you've done this a few times, it'll just be secondhand to you, and you'll say, oh my goodness, I get it. 2, 3. Now we're going to make our corner 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. We're going to finish this corner by putting 3 more double crochets in the 3 double crochets that we had down there. Come in there. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now remember what I said. We just did a corner. We're heading for the other corner. We're going to need a bridge between the 2. That's 1 chain stitch. Just like that. Then we come in here and do 1 double crochet. I keep putting my arm on my yarn down here and buckling it up. Okay, 2 and 3. And then we're ready to make our corner, and our corners are 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, and to finish that corner off, we're going to need 3 more double crochets in that loop. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to need a bridge between this corner and finishing this corner. That's 1 slip stitch, and then, or 1 chain stitch, I'm sorry, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now let me lay it down and show you something here. How do we finish our corner? What do we have here? What do we have here? And what do we have here? 3 chain stitches. Alright, do a chain 1, 2, 3, and then to join it, you count up 1, 2, 3 of your chain stitches. That was the first double crochet basically of that group. Yarn over, pull through both loops on your needle, and you have just finished your second round on your granny square. Now I'll review this. We did 6 chain stitches for the center, and then we did a slip stitch to join them. We did 3 chain stitches to make the first of our double crochets in our group, and then we did 2 more double crochets to make the group of 3. We chained 3 to make the corner, 3 double crochets, and continued until we got back to the end of it. We did 3 chain stitches and joined them with a slip stitch. Now in the second row, we made our corners with our 3 double crochets. The first one, of course, was 3 chain stitches with 2 double crochets. We did our bridge stitch, which is 1 chain, taking us to our next corner, which is 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, 3 double crochets, and a bridge, and then continued around until we got it all the way around. Alright, now I'll show you the third row. 1, 2, 3 chain stitches to make the first double crochet of that group. Then we're going to do a double crochet in this same loop where you just did the chain. 1 and 2. You've got your 3 chain stitches, 2 double crochets to make your group of 3. Now we need a bridge stitch here, so we're going to do a bridge stitch. Now we've got a bridge right here. We're going to need something to connect this across, so we're going to do 3 double crochets right there on that bridge. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to need a bridge stitch to take you to the corner. That's 1 chain. Then you're going to need to do your corner, which is 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to make our corner, which is 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do 3 more double crochets to finish that corner. 1, 2, and 3. And we're starting this side now. We need a bridge stitch, and we need to do something in this bridge stitch below it to fill it in. So that's 3 double crochets, and we need a bridge stitch to take us to the corner, which is 1 chain stitch. Now we're back to the corner. We're going to do 3 double crochets and the 3 chain stitches there in that corner. And 3 chain stitches to make the corner, and 3 double crochets to finish the corner. Oops. I always try to keep the yarn to the back of the work, makes it easier for me to control the tension. Okay, now we're going to do a single crochet as our chain stitch. I'll get it right. Chain stitch for our bridge, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, and another bridge stitch to take us to the corner, which is a chain. Then we're going to do 3 double crochets to start the corner, three chain stitches to make the corner, and 3 double crochets to finish that corner. And a bridge stitch to take us to our next group, which is right in the middle of that row. So we go 1, 2, 3 double crochets to fill it in, and then we do a bridge stitch, and we're going to finish this corner right here. We did our 3 to start it off, and now we're going to do 3 more, in that corner, and 3 chain stitches to actually make the corner. Then you count up 1, 2, 3 of the chain stitches where we started it out and make your slip stitch. There's 3 rows of your granny square. Now I'm going to continue this. I make 6 total rows, so I've got 3 more rows to go. Any place, if you want to continue on with this, you do your corners, which is your 2 groups of 3 with your 3 chain stitches in the middle. Any place you have a bridge, you put 3 double crochets with 1 single crochet separating them across. When you get to your corner, you do your 3 double crochets, 3 chains, 3 double crochets, and continue on around your piece. Alright? But you always start it off with the 3 chain stitches, 2 double crochets to start that corner. That's that side of the corner. Then you work your way around. When you get back to this corner, it's 3 double crochets and 3 chain stitches. Very simple. And you'll have to practice it a few times to get it down. especially if you're new. It's going to take you a little while to get it right, but we're going to make a whole pack of these, a whole pile of them, and we're going to make a blanket, and I'll explain more about how to make the blanket in the next video, but I'm going to continue on with this and do the total 6 rows, and then the next video will be showing you the finished piece and how to join them together to make your blanket. So bear with me for the next video to finish up a blanket, but that's your basic granny square. You can do as many rows around as you want. You can just keep continuing and just make one big square granny blanket if you want to. You know, the sky's the limit on what you can do with this. It's all up to you. It's your pattern. Make it however you want to make it. But that is the basic way that you do a basic granny square. Later on in future videos, I'll show you how to change colors in them. You make a flower in the middle, maybe do fancy flowers in the middle of them, fancier stitches and things. But I want you to know how to do a basic granny square first. You have to understand the concept of making the corners and where to turn and how to fill in between the corners before you can actually make fancier patterns. So this is where you start. This is your 101. So I hope this has been a benefit to you. Please check out all my URLs in the description of the video. Check out my Etsy store. I have a lot of my artwork and soap and things on the Etsy store. If you feel so inclined to donate to the channel, the PayPal link is right there scrolling on the screen for you. It's not necessary, not mandatory, but this is viewer supported and does help me to be able to get craft supplies so that I can keep bringing you these videos. There is the Twitter, the Instagram, the Twitch, the Patreon, the Etsy store. All those URLs are in the description of the video. If you don't have TubeBuddy and you're making videos, you're going to want to get TubeBuddy, and the URL for that is in the description of the video as well, and it helps make nicer videos for your channel. So if you're wanting to improve the appearance of your videos, you want to go use the TubeBuddy, and it'll help you with tags and things as well. So with all that being said, I think there's only one thing left to say, and that's Brenda's crafty. Be like Brenda.